Om Shanti. In today's Murli, Baba is revealing himself to us, and God himself, the Supreme Soul, is giving his detail, his revealing his qualities, he's revealing who he is, what he does, what he's like, how he operates. And then Baba today reminds us that you call me as Baap, teacher, Satguru. You always address me as Father, teacher and Satguru. But you don't really think that I practically carry out these roles. So when do I come and adopt you? Or how do I teach you? Or Satguru is the one who takes you back home or grants you salvation. So how do I do that? Because I am incorporeal, and what is the method I use to carry out these tasks is not revealed to anyone, but I come and tell you how I enter the body of Brahma Baba, and then in one body two souls sit, and then through the mouth of Brahma Baba I adopt you and I teach you, and I give you the details of the beginning, middle and end of the whole drama. And then I teach you what to do to go back. And I also take you back. So it's not like Baba will teach us and leave us. That okay, now you become capable and fly on your own. No. Baba will also take us back. So Baba says, I am indeed your Father, teacher and Satguru. And then in the song today, it is said, leave your heavenly abode and come here to us. So, chhod bhi de akash singhasan ab dharti par aa ja re. So Baba says that children are calling out to me, and then I as the father owe it to my children to come and purify them, to come and pull them out of sorrow, take them to happiness. So I was just wondering, you see, in the world also, we are always, when a child is there, everybody is a physical child to somebody, yes? So we are all born physically. And then there is only one person, or there are two people called parents together, and they are the only one who feel responsible for us. So when there is an individual, then there are a set of parents, a mother and a father, and they are the only two people in the whole world who take up that responsibility to give you what you need. Yes, although they are limited by their own limitations and they are limited by their own sense of physicality, and so they look at you as a physical being, and they take care of your physical aspects more than your spiritual aspects, or they take care of your physical aspects totally and totally neglect the spiritual ones because they are not self-aware. That's another story. But whatever they do it to the best of their knowledge and ability. Yes, and a mother and a father, a physical mother and a father, are the only two people who think it is their responsibility to take care of you, to raise you, to provide you, to nurture you, to sustain you. And then they carry out that responsibility as much as they can and as well as they can. Now, similarly, Baba says that I am your spiritual father. And Baba is the father, mother, both together. So Baba says, I am your physical mat, I am your spiritual mat pita. And because of that, I am the one who takes this responsibility every cycle to come and purify you and come and uplift you from sorrow and take you to happiness. And you see that even inside the soul, there is a memory that this is my parent. So it is so wonderful that even when we don't know Baba, we kind of know that this is the one responsible. So with a lot of authority, we call out to God. we urge him, coerce him, to come, and we say, it is your duty, you come and purify us. So, people get angry also upon God that he's not uplifting us, or he's not taking care of our sorrow, or he's not why is God sitting silently and not doing something about the state of the world. So intuitively, you can only have this kind of an authority towards your parents. So the soul also knows that this is my parent, and Baba definitely knows I am the parent. And Baba says that because you have that remembrance, that memory inside you, so you call out to me with authority, and of course I oblige because I have to. I am the father. I come every cycle and I purify you, I nourish you, I take you from hell to heaven. So that's my duty, and I do it because I am your father. So the duty of the father is to sustain the child and give them inheritance, and that duty Baba performs. But Baba says, people always say, you are my mother and father, but they don't practically know how I perform this duty, or they do not take that sustenance and inheritance from me. Apart from you children, nobody practically, comes in a relationship of a child and parent with me. And then Baba says, I teach you, and people have shown that God has his own body in the form of Sri Krishna, and then he is sitting on a chariot and speaking the Gyan and teaching Arjun. But Baba says, no, I teach all my children, and I don't take that chariot made of wood. I take this chariot, which is Brahma Baba, and I speak through this body because I don't and I cannot take a body of my own. So Baba says, I cannot take a body of my own. So this is the method I adopt to teach. I don't come like it is shown in the scriptures. So the way I come is one body and two souls. So already there is Brahma Baba's soul in his body, and then I take his body on loan and I sit in his body and speak to you, talk to you. So this is the way I communicate. And then people say that it is never written in the scriptures that God comes this way. So Baba says, but in the scriptures it is written that there is Shivratri or Shiv Jayanti, and then you understand that Shiva comes. But then if Shiv Baba doesn't have a body, how does he come? So that is the question. So the scriptures say that Nirakar incorporeal God comes, but they do not specify how he comes. So I tell you how Nirakar comes. He takes a body on loan. And today Baba gives very interesting, and there is a word in Hindi, Ramneek, and I don't know if there is an accurate translation for Ramneek, but Baba gives many Ramneek details today, so entertaining and interesting details today. And then Baba says today that I enter Brahma Baba's body, and this is the body that I take on loan. So I do not have any ownership over this body. And then Baba gives an example that if the house is damaged, then the person staying on rent is unaffected. So the owner feels a sense of loss. So Baba says, when there is coughing in this body, then Brahma Baba feels the pain. I don't feel the pain because this is not my body. I am living on rent. So Baba gives this interesting example, and Baba describes himself in 3 words today. Baba says, so Baba, of course, he uses many words. He says, I am the ocean of knowledge, purifier, ocean of bliss, all that is there. But Baba uses these 3 words which he doesn't use usually. He says, I am a bhokta, I am a sochta, and I am Karan Karavanhar. So I am abhokta. Now this abhokta means, in English it is translated as, Baba says, I am free from the result of karma. Abhokta. Now in the Murli, when you look deep into it, abhokta is explained very well. So Baba says, this body is a body of karmic bondage. Yes, this body that you have as a soul is a body of karmic bondage. Now, we understand these things very differently other times, but today I felt a lot of clarity about what Baba means by this is a body of karmic bondage. So you see, there is so much karma you have to do just to keep the body alive. Yes, there is so much karma that goes into keeping the body alive. So Baba gives the example of bathing today. So Baba asks, does Shiv Baba take a bath? And then the children replied, Bap Dada takes a bath. So you know, Brahma Baba and Shiv Baba both take a bath. So Baba says, I don't have a body, I don't need a bath. I never get unclean. I do not engage in any activities in the lavatory. So I don't have to clean the body. I don't have a body, I don't clean the body. So you know, Baba is abhokta. Baba doesn't need to drink, eat, bathe, you know, breathe, earn, cook, nothing. So Baba is abhokta. And then Baba explains this very interestingly, that you always have a body of your own, and that body is your karmic bondage. And if you do good karma, you get a body according to that, and if you do bad karma, you get a body according to that. Yes, now just think about it. In Satyug also we will have a body, but that body will not require this amount of maintenance. So the kind of maintenance that this body requires today, will not be the kind of maintenance our Satyugi body will require. And also the ease of procuring the elements of maintenance will be a lot. So in Satyug, you will not need to labor so much to earn. So things will be available to you. So that's a result of our good karma at this time. Otherwise, this body is a result of our karmic bondage. So obviously, we have had 63 births of Vikarma. And now you see, depending on our karmic bondage, we all have bodies which require lesser or more management and maintenance. Yes, and then even our minds are a product of karma. Our relationships are a product of karma. So, do you understand the amount of spiritual energy that needs to be devoted into maintaining the body, the mind, the relationships, or what we call life and our circumstances? So, in Satyug, you will not have to spend so much of spiritual energy into it. And it will not be a burdensome task. And Baba says, I am abhokta. I don't have a body. I don't have any bondages of karma. I do not engage in karma. I am not akarta because I perform the act. I come, enter the body of Brahma Baba. I teach you, I purify you. But I am Karan Karavanhar, which is I do it through Brahma Baba. And that is why I am beyond the influence of the karma I do in even Sangam Yuga. So because Baba's method of doing karma is Karan Karavanhar, which is he makes Brahma Baba do. He instructs Brahma Baba to do. He doesn't do it directly. So Baba says that is why I am free from karmic bondage. I am abhokta. So Baba says it is wrong to say that I am akarta because I do, but I do it indirectly. So as Karan Karavanhar I do it. So that's why I'm abhokta. And then Baba says, I'm asochta. I do not think like you think. So, we think consciously. Baba doesn't think consciously. Baba just expresses who he is. So, you see that every soul has a recording inside of itself. Yes? And this world, this stage is the field of expression. Yes? So, once you are on the stage, this is Karam Kshetra, so automatically your record that inside of you starts playing. Yes, but because of body consciousness, we think a lot. Because of body consciousness, we think a lot. And then we start thinking that we cannot do anything without thinking. But the thing is, you are a soul and you have a recording inside you, and this Karam Kshetra will bring out that recording if you are very clean inside, If there is no body consciousness, then you will be naturally acting your part in this world. There will be no conscious thinking. Everything will happen very automatically. Just like in Satyug, do you think Lakshmi and Narayan will sit like this and think how to rule the kingdom, what to do? Or let me think, will they say, let me think what is to be done? they would just do it organically and automatically, as if they are in sync with the drama. So, whenever something presents itself, you know what to do. So, there is a state of knowing. You don't have to think. Yes? Have you seen that so I have this experience that when I used to go for writing my exam in school, I never thought. I just wrote. I saw the question, I wrote. I saw the question, I wrote. That's it. Because it was all there. So I just wrote. And I wrote as much as I knew. And if I didn't know something, I got up. It's okay, I don't know this. But then there were children who thought, who just sat and who pressed their head hard, and then they thought. And then one day I asked my friend after she came out of the class, so when you do this, does something extra come out of it? So, I think you know what you know, and if you don't know something, you don't know it. So why do you spend this whole time, sitting in the class and pressing your head and acting as if something extra is coming out of it? So then she said, you see, it doesn't look nice, like you finish the paper in 45 minutes and leave. You are very shameless to do that, and we don't like it like that. So we just sit and while away the time. So the thing is, you know what you know. There is nothing to think. It is body consciousness that makes us think. And when we are impure, thinking becomes necessary. Yes, because there is a lot of, upheaval inside, and there is a lot of mixture inside. So you need to consciously think to sift out the unnecessary and bring out the necessary. So thinking becomes necessary in case of an impure soul also. But then when you're pure, you don't need to think. You know what to do, and you do it anyway. So Baba is asochta. And Baba says, you think on this karam kshetra because you are, you lose your quality. And then Baba says that, so Baba is giving us a lot of insight into himself. And then Baba today says that anyways, every soul has sanskars. And Baba says, I am also a supreme soul, and I have my own sanskars. And I have the sanskar of being your father, teacher and Satguru. Yes, that's also a sanskar in Baba. And then that sanskar, pulls Baba to come and take care of us, right? And then there's the sanskar that Baba is the ocean of knowledge, Baba is the purifier. So Baba says, my sanskars drive me to do what I do. And if you see, every person that we see, and in case of ourselves also, who are we? I am a soul. And I also have my sanskars. But right now, I don't have one set of sanskars, I have lot of set of sanskars. Because I have been in the soul world, I have been in Satyug, I have been in Treta Yuga, I have been in Dwapar Yuga, I have been in Ravan Rajya. So I have lot of sanskars. And then Baba says that I have only one sanskar. So Baba doesn't have the light and the dark. Baba is ever pure. So Baba just comes and expresses in sanskar. And today I was thinking, so you see, I am a soul and I also operate through sanskars. But the thing is, I have to make choices about which sanskar to operate with. So sometimes my impure sanskars are driving me. Yes. Sometimes Baba Shrimat is driving me. And sometimes my sanskars of perfection are driving me. Have you seen that? So let me give you two examples about what I mean by your sanskars of perfection driving you. So have you seen that sometimes even when you are not in Gyan, so you are in an environment and then you feel like doing something, but then there is somebody who tells you that this is not the right thing to do and you can do better. Yes? So what is that? That is your sanskar of divinity which is there inside you. So even in Agyan Kal, we have heard the voice of that sanskar. Correct? So Baba says, you also are a soul, and it is your inner forces, and also now that we receive Baba's Shrimat from the, as an external thing. So sometimes my Ravan Rajya sanskars are driving me, sometimes Shrimat is driving me, sometimes my original sanskars are driving me. And also, when Baba talks about peace, Baba talks about spiritual love, Baba talks about royalty, divinity, purity, then do we all understand that similarly? So, is my understanding of purity the same as yours? No. We all understand purity differently. We all understand divinity and royalty differently. We all understand peace differently. Why? Because we only understand, so Baba activates our pure sanskars, right? The original ones. But just like, we are all vicious, but we are differently vicious. So even when we are virtuous, we are differently virtuous. We are not the same. We have different flavors. So we are all tasty, but then the flavor is different. And now we are all bland and sour and bitter, but then the flavor is different. So Baba says that, we are, even in Satyug, even when we are in our original sanskars, we have a variety. So we are all, so the mix of purity, peace, love, happiness, bliss, power, inside every Satyugi soul will be a different combination. And if you know the theory of permutation and combination, then you understand that out of 7 things, you can have so many permutations, combinations. And then you can put them in different mixes, and that's how Satyug is designed. So when we come in contact with Baba and we start understanding our originality, our divinity, our purity, even then inside of us the note that we hit is different. So our original frequency is also different. So Baba says that all you have to do is you understand that just like I am a soul and I am a certain soul, I am a supreme soul, and then my frequency is what? I am the ocean of purity, ocean of knowledge, I am the purifier, I am the I am the one with a big heart, benevolent, kalyankari. So similarly, you are also my child, and just try to keep understanding how you are, and slowly, gradually, you will hit your original note. And this is how Baba, by coming in contact with us, he releases that part of us, through that sankarang. He just makes us reach that resonance within me, which I had not touched for very long. So Baba is teaching us and clarifying today who is he, how he operates, and how when he comes, he makes contact with us, and in his company we start, so Baba acts like a mirror, and in that mirror we start seeing our face, but because each of our faces is different, so we see a different face. So, the mirror is the same, but every individual looking at the mirror will see a different face because they have a different face. So, every soul also is a different soul. So, you have your own resonance that is very individual to you. And when you start coming in contact with Baba, who is like the mirror, so you start seeing your original resonance in it. So there are lots of other things also in the Murli which Baba tells about himself, which is like, I come at the confluence age because I come to elevate. So people say that God comes in every yuga, but Baba says, what will I do if I come in the Dwapar Yuga? Will I create Kali Yuga? So after Dwapar Yuga, Kali Yuga comes. So Baba says, you must apply some logic. Yes, and understand that when Baba is the purifier, Baba is the one who changes the world to heaven, he must come at a confluence, when hell is giving away to heaven. At that time, it makes sense for Baba to come. And then Baba today says that Baba also makes us understand, because he's the ocean of knowledge. He tells us that in Satyug, everybody is sweet. So in Satyug, you don't have any trace of anger inside you. So when you start thinking about it, you start hitting that note inside you which is sweet. But not everybody is the same sweet. So there are so many varieties of sweet. There is banana sweet, there is mango sweet, there is sugar sweet, there is jaggery sweet. So sweet is also different. And then Baba says, when you hear the Murli that, every soul was sweet in Satyug, and you start thinking about it, that we never fought, we never came into conflict, we never had otherwise feelings for anybody, and you start thinking about your original state, then you will come to the awareness of what sweetness means to you. So this is why Baba comes and Baba reveals himself to us. Baba reveals the nature of the soul, both the soul in soul world and the soul in Satyug to us. And then we start thinking about that, and that makes us realize, get in touch with our original sanskars, both the sanskars that we had in the soul world and the sanskars we had in Satyug. And then Baba says, I need to do this work here. This work is not done in the subtle world. So in the subtle world, you are all angels. So here, when you are full of these vices, I need to come and talk to you to make you an angel. And what is an angel? So, sometimes in Gyan, when we hear this word angel, we have an image that angel is somebody in a white dress with wings. And what we do is, we also think it is a fancy dress competition, and we start imagining ourselves in a white dress with wings, and so we think that's an angel. But an angel is not white dress with wings. An angel is purity, peace, love, bliss, power, reflected on your face, your features, your actions. And Baba says, here when I come and you understand me and you understand your divine state, then you start emerging that purity, peace, love, that power that is latent inside you. And when you start emerging that, then it starts becoming a part of your obvious personality. And that's an angel. And Baba says the whole point of this coming and talking to you and telling these stories and giving this knowledge to you is to change you to an angel. And once you start feeling like an angel, thinking like an angel, wishing like an angel, conducting like an angel, then I don't have any other work to do here. Yes, and then Baba today says that I come and sit in Brahma Baba's body, and many people say that's impossible. How can two souls sit in one body? But Baba says in Bharat there is a tradition of invoking ancestor souls in the body of Brahmins. So, when a soul has departed, then they invoke that soul in the body of a Brahmin, and that soul comes, talks, eats. That is the tradition in Bharat. And Baba says that you find okay. But I, the Supreme Soul, come and talk doesn't make sense to you. Now Baba says that soul actually doesn't come because that soul is in a body, right? So if the soul came, then what would happen? That body would collapse. But Baba says, I can obviously come because I don't have a body and I won't be abandoning a body if I came. So I come and sit in this body and I express who I am, and I give you a glimpse of who you are in expressing who I am, and that's the work I do every cycle. And what is so difficult to understand in that? And about this, this thing about, a soul coming and sitting in a body and talking. So, even in Brahma Kumaris, there is a system of bhog, and sometimes departed souls are, they are invoked and they come and accept bhog in the body of the trance messenger. So this is a tradition in Brahma Kumaris also. So I will tell you one incident about this bhog thing. So there was this person who had a doubt about this because, he had this question that if that soul is already, 1 year of death has happened or 2 years have passed, and then that soul is brought into this body, then what happens to the body of the new body of that soul? So, that new body, does it not collapse? So then he asked this to Brahma Baba, and then Brahma Baba said that just like, when there is a movie going on, what you do is the reel is somewhere else, but you project the contents of the reel on the screen. Yes? So when a movie is going on, these days there's a lot of projection. So you see that you are sitting in your own place and you are projected here in my, in the drawing room of the center. So this is projection. Now this projection, if technology can do, then can Baba not do this projection? So Baba had explained to that soul that when there is a soul who is invoked into the body of the trance messenger, then it is Shiv Baba projecting their sanskars onto this soul. It is not that that soul comes and sits here, but Baba projects their sanskars onto this soul. Just like, where are you sitting now? Are you in my, before me on the screen, sitting in this drawing room of the center, or are you in your place? You are in both places. How? Through the power of technology. And you can experience both the places. It's so interesting, you see, that you are in both places. You can experience both the places. So you are experiencing what's going on here, and you are experiencing what's going on there. So Baba says, Shiv Baba also has this power that he projects the sanskars of the soul onto this trance messenger, and then he fulfills the bhavana of the one who offers bhog. And it's not like the soul has to leave the body and come. Okay, so this was the answer given by Brahma Baba to that person who was questioning. So I wanted you to understand this, because Baba in the Murli today said that when bhog is offered, that soul doesn't leave the body and come. But because I don't have a body, it's very easy for me to come. So I just come, sit in the body of Brahma Baba, do my work of, creation. I am the creator, operator. So I do the work of creation and then I leave. Okay. Om Shanti.